Welcome to my YouTube channel, Grade 11 Science. Before you follow the lesson, subscribe my channel and click the bell icon. In this lesson, you are going to learn process of human respiration. Respiration occurs in three stages. First one, gaseous exchange between external environment and lungs. Second one, gaseous exchange in alveoli. And third, cellular respiration. You can demonstrate the gas exchange using this model. You can arrange the setup, then pull the rubber membrane and release. When rubber membrane is pulled down, the volume inside the bell jar increases. Then external gas enters and balloons get inflated. When rubber sheath is released, gas inside the balloon go out as the volume of bell jar decreases. Likewise, gas exchange between external environment and lungs occurs due to changes of volume of lungs. Now we'll refer to the respiratory system. The system involved in entering oxygen into lungs and release of gaseous waste products produced during biological processes is the respiratory system. Now refer to the parts of the respiratory system: nasal cavity, buccal cavity, pharynx, trachea, larynx, sternum, bronchi, ribs, bronchioles, diaphragm. In between ribs, you can find intercostal muscles. The changes that take place when inhaled air passes through the nasal cavity. First one is moisturizing inhaled air. Water vapor is added to the air. Second one, warming up of inhaled air. Air will get the body temperature. Third one, removal of waste from inhaled air. Two main processes are taken place in the respiratory system. They are the inspiration and expiration. Now we'll find out how inspiration is taken place. Intercostal muscles contract, therefore ribs move up and sternum moves forward. At the same time, the diaphragm contracts and reduces its curvature. Due to this, volume of the thoracic cavity increases and with that volume of lungs increase. So air enter into lungs through the nose. Now we'll find out how expiration is taken place. Intercostal muscles relax, so the sternum and ribs move into its original position. The diaphragm relaxes and becomes curved. Due to these activities, the volume of the lungs decreases. Thereby gas inside lungs move out through the trachea and then nasal cavity. Now we'll find out the gas exchange that takes place in alveoli. Refer to the given diagram. Here you can find subbronchi, cartilages, air sacs, alveoli and blood capillaries. This diagram shows the structure of an alveoli. The inhaled air finally reaches the alveoli through nasal cavity, trachea, bronchi and bronchioles. The oxygen concentration in alveoli is greater than that of the blood capillary network around it. Therefore, oxygen diffuses out of the alveoli into the blood capillaries. Similarly, carbon dioxide and water vapor concentration is greater in blood capillaries than air inside the alveoli, diffuse into the exhaled air. There are several adaptations of the alveoli for efficient gaseous exchange. What are these adaptations? Presence of a blood capillary network around alveoli, having a thin alveoli wall, moist alveolar surface, presence of large number of alveolar sacs. What's called the cellular respiration? Cellular respiration is the process of oxidation of simple foods within living cells. Here glucose react with oxygen and produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. There are two types of respiration. They are the aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. The respiration that takes place inside cells in the presence of oxygen is called aerobic respiration. Respiration carried out by organisms without oxygen is known as anaerobic respiration. Animals, including human cells, also perform anaerobic respiration. The anaerobic respiration that takes place within animal cell is referred to as lactic acid fermentation. Here glucose converts into lactic acid and energy. Energy produced during aerobic respiration is higher than energy produced during anaerobic respiration. Energy is produced during anaerobic respiration as well as in aerobic respiration, and part of this energy is lost as heat and rest will be deposited in ATP, adenosine triphosphate, as chemical energy. Now we'll find out the functions of ATP: the storage of energy, release of energy, and act as an energy carrier. What are the uses of energy stored in ATP? There are several uses: movement of muscles, active transportation, chemical reactions that take place within organisms, synthesis of complex compounds from simple compounds. Examples: amino acid proteins, production of new cells, illumination of some organisms. Example: firefly, generation of electricity in some organisms. Example: electric eel. Then we'll find out the diseases associated with respiratory system. First one, common cold. Causative agent is a virus. Headache, sneezing, running nose, cough are the symptoms. There is no medical treatment as it is a viral infection, but can treat for symptoms by avoiding dust and mist-like conditions which are good for viral growth, can recover quickly. Then pneumonia. This disease occurs due to a bacterium or a virus. The lungs are infected and a fluid may accumulate in the lungs. Prolonged cold and cough are the main symptoms for pneumonia. Then asthma. Asthma is an inflammation that occurs in the body. Dust, pollen, sawdust, fur, smoke are some causative agents. Due to those substances, the bronchioles get inflamed and the cross area of them are reduced, causing difficulty in breathing. Next disease condition, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is caused by a bacterium. Due to multiplication of particular bacterium within the lungs, the tissues are damaged. Mainly the lungs are infected. But it may affect other parts in the body too. Parts of tissue can be released with phlegm. The lungs are deteriorated and get perforated. Blood release with phlegm due to breakdown of blood vessels. Symptoms of tuberculosis. release of blood during coughing, weight loss, tiredness, loss of appetite, fever. Tuberculosis can be prevented by vaccines and proper treatment. Diseases associated with smoking. Smoking causes lung cancer, bronchitis, and some other diseases. Sometimes it may cause death. Passive smokers also get ill effects due to cigarette smoke. Silicosis. Workers work in quarries, coal mines, and glass industry exposed to silicon-containing compounds. When these people inhale air with those compounds, they accumulate in alveoli, so lung tissues get deteriorated gradually. Asbestosis. This disorder occurs due to inhalation of air containing asbestos particles and fibers. Due to accumulation of these particles, tissues of respiratory tract get destroyed. Now a revision question is given for you. So you have to stop the video and write your answers. Then continue the video. Respiration is a process common to all living beings. There are different adaptations in plant and animal body to perform the process of respiration. Part 1. What do living beings obtain from the environment during the process of respiration? Oxygen is obtained. Part 2. The main organ for respiration in the human body is the lung. The diagram below shows the structure of a very delicate part of a lung where the exchange of gas taken place. Here parts are also named pulmonary artery capillary, erythrocytes, blood plasma, wet membrane, alveolar wall, and pulmonary vein capillary. Part A. What is the name of the structure shown in the diagram? This structure is the alveoli. Part B. Write down two characteristics of this structure that make the exchange of gases efficient. Alveolar walls are damp and also one cell thickness. It contains a capillary network to absorb oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Now we have come to the end of the lesson. So follow this lesson again before you go to the next video. Subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to get the next video quickly. Thank you.